Hi, this is Kathy Ireland for Your Home TV, sharing a special thank you for joining Dave Stevens and Troy Geary as the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show broadcasts live from the All-Star Game in Arlington, Texas, with continuing coverage the following week. We encourage you to please tune in with Dave and Troy as they go live from Cooperstown, New York to cover the 2024 Baseball Hall of Fame induction. We hope you and your family enjoy the best of baseball this summer on Your Home TV.
All right, here we are, day 2 of the MLB All-Star Weekend. Troy Geary and I here, and we are at the Stock Exchange. I mean, we're at the draft, but I got cows and bulls and dirt, and where the heck are we, Troy?
I don't know, man. It's called the Stock Exchange, but I've seen bulls, man, we're on dirt right now. This is fun.
It's the wrong sport. The Bulls are in the NBA, but the MLB Draft is going. A lot of excitement. MLB is trying to be like the NBA and the NFL and create this immersible fan experience. We got dignitaries, we got former players, we got draft picks going around, but so far this first round has been kind of a shocker.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of underslot guys. First round pick, Travis Masana. You know, I think he was the 4th rated player, so a lot of teams are going for value and trying to save some money with the new draft slot system.
And 2 Wake Forest guys went, I think, in the first couple of picks, so there's been boos, mostly for Rob Manfred, but a lot of great stuff. We had a chance to catch up with guys like Nick Swisher and a couple of picks. Were they excited when you talked to them?
Yeah, I mean, they're super excited to start their career in a new city. I talked to J.J. Weatherford, Christian Moore, and there's a couple other guys here tonight I'll be speaking with.
And as you can hear, this place is erupting. The fans seem to be having a good time. They've had line dancing. They've had mascots dancing. They've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But we want to let you hear from some of the players and the people that are around here at the 2024 MLB Draft.
We got to throw it over to the one and only DJ, Miss Ninja. Take it away, sis.
JJ, what does it mean to go to St. Louis, a big baseball tradition community, and how excited are you, to be involved in that?
I'm excited. That's what they do there. It's a baseball city. They're winners, and I'm super excited to join the family. I know they got a great staff, great farm system, and they're going to make me a better player. So I'm just excited as to go there as they are to have me.
Hey, JJ, describe that call when you got the call, and what was going through your mind there?
It was awesome. Yeah, I found out just a little bit before most people did that I was going to St. Louis, and I was just super excited.
Well, this man doesn't need an introduction, but I'm going to say it anyway. Former All-Star, great guy, Nick Swisher. Nick, I mean, what do you think of what the draft has turned into?
Bro, how amazing is this venue? I mean, I'm just trying to think of the times back when I was drafted, 2002. Now, all of a sudden, we're in 2024, and look at the adjustments. Look what Major League Baseball has done to make this a destination for young players to come. We want players to be here. We want them to be in attendance, just like they are for the NFL draft, the NBA draft, and now the MLB draft.
Take us back to when you were drafted. I mean, were you sitting around at your home waiting for a phone call? Or
I put back then a portable phone, put it right in the middle of the table, just waiting for it to ring. I mean, we're just getting the internet going back then, at that time. So I think just for myself, I'm usually here every year for the draft. This is like one of the most exciting days, especially for these young players. They come in, their eyes are this big. We got the Commissioner's Ambassador program here, which is amazing. We've got so many legends that are here in attendance. So the fact that we've been able to kind of mingle with these kids a little bit, get to know them, get to meet their parents, talk to them a little bit, man. It's been absolutely amazing. I love draft day.
You have been an ambassador for baseball. Now you get to do it for real. So tell us a little bit about what that entails.
Oh, man, it's just being part of the game, right? Just continuing to build the game and move it forward. Obviously, the game is in my heart. It's in my blood. There's nothing I love more than my family and the game of baseball. So anything that I can do to be part of growing our game for the better good, to get all these young kids to understand this is the game that you need to be playing. And I think the commissioner's done an amazing job. The venue that we have this year compared to last year, the year before, it just keeps getting better and better and better. So for someone like me, it's an honor and a blessing to still be part of this amazing group.
A lot of great names out here. Is there a scheme out there for somebody?
Wow. Hey, I don't know, man. We got some bats this year. That's the thing that I'm really looking for, man. We got a lot of young kids with a lot of good sticks in the lineup. So I'm really excited to see. I mean, we've got J.J. Weatherholt, We've got, more from Tennessee. There's just so many studs that are here right now. I can't wait to see where everybody ends up because the shuffle that happens last minute. So I'm really, really excited. I mean, obviously for us with the Yankees, I'm always excited to see who we can have here. We normally have that later pick in that first round. So I'm really, really excited to see who we end up with, and obviously the second round as well.
Nick, go get some caffeine. You're not excited enough. All right.
Good to
Thanks,
see you,
Nick.
baby.
I appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir, brother. Take care.
All right.
Braden, obviously it was a lot of fun playing for Texas, but how do you feel now going to Boston Red Sox, such a storied franchise? What are you most excited looking for playing for that franchise?
Yeah, I'm excited to win. That's the biggest thing I've always enjoyed doing my whole career, dating back before high school. And so I'm looking forward to winning and doing a lot of it and impacting those wins.
Gerangelo, did you know that the Mariners were interested in you? And what does it mean to be a top 15 pick in this deep draft class?
It's everything to me, especially just like all the work that I always put in, and it's like paying off right now, and it's just really awesome.
How long, what age did you know that you could throw both ways?
I would say the 7 and 8. I mean, I'm a natural left side, but I started like mocking my dad, and I started doing both when I was like 7 to 8 years old.
Well, while Troy and Brady are over there with all the baseball players, it is hot in the stockyards, but thankfully they've given us some stuff to deal with all the sweat in here. As the draft continues, so does the show. And we got to thank our sponsor who's been with us from the Super Bowl. They're now with us for the All-Star Game. It's Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events. They have great cruises in the Houston area. Don't believe me? Check out their commercial.
Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events wants you to come party with us. We're bringing the fun to the Houston Bay Area. Stay tuned for all of our incredible events throughout the year, featuring amazing food and drinks, live entertainment, special guests, and so much more. Fun, new, different. Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events is where you want to be. So come party with us. It's more than a yacht. It's serendipity.
About time I found a shirt that fits my frame.
I love the fit. It's definitely a little looser here than my other shirts. Kind of makes me feel a little more buff, you know?
You seeing this? I'm 6'5". I can't do this without the shirt.
I feel like I'm getting a designer shirt for a fraction of the price. Fits the way you want, everywhere you want. And I look pretty dang good too, don't I?
Hi, everybody. Dave Stevens from the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show. And you know, Troy and I are on the road all the time covering games, doing things, my motivational speaking. But I have connected with LifeWave, which has really changed my life. And it's an amazing patch that not only helps me to live my life, it keeps me very active. Tammy Wellman is joining me. And now, Tammy, you put these patches on me. It is a stem cell regeneration plan. But tell us a little bit more how it works.
Yeah, so these patches are amazing. They're wearable wellness. They're non-transdermal patches. Nothing goes in your body. Your body gives off light. They capture it and they activate your body's own repair system. Your body goes to work to heal things that are in need of healing. Pain reduction, things like that.
It gave me an opportunity to play in the Celebrity Softball Classic. This video of my base hit, I wouldn't have done it without these patches. So please, if you want to know more about this product, go to patchit.life. LifeWave, it's changing my life. Welcome back to the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show. And again, thanks to Serendipity Cruise and Events. I mean, wow, they've been with us at the Super Bowl, and they're here with us. We love the support, and we can't thank them enough. But wow, was this a hootenanny tonight? I mean, is that what they would call this thing? It was kind of fun, but it was kind of loud. We talked to Ravech and Harold, and they said it was great, but still a little loud to work around. I mean, what were your thoughts about tonight?
Yeah, it was definitely a Texas two-step, as they call it. I mean, this place was rocking, line dancing, all kinds of stuff going on. But great night. Got a lot of interviews with some of the top prospects of the draft, and overall, great experience.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and as we said, being able to see all my old co-workers from ESPN and talking to them, it's just been great. Now we can go home and get a little sleep tonight because we got a big day for tomorrow going on. We got, the Home Run Derby. We got practice in the morning. It just doesn't seem to end.
Yeah, all the players are flying into town tonight, so they're going to be at the ballpark in the morning, so we're going to have coverage from there. And then tomorrow night, the Home Run Derby, everybody's looking forward to how far will the ball fly and who's going to win. But like a lot of people predict Pete Alonso is going to get his third, but my guy, Bobby Witt Jr., is my pick, and hopefully he can come through.
And you and Brady talked to a lot of other guys. We still have some we have to show, so let's take these guys to the tape of all the work he did tonight.
With the 21st pick of the 2024 MLB Draft, the Minnesota Twins select Kalen Culpepper, a shortstop from Kansas State. the Baltimore Orioles have the next pick.
Caden, Troy Geary, Duluth, Minnesota, from your home team. Welcome to Minnesota. First of all, given the Twins' track record of drafting infielders, Brooks Lee, Royce Lewis, how excited to be into this organization and being one of those future stars of the Twins?
It's really exciting. It's really exciting. You know, they took a chance on me. That's all I needed was for one team to just, give me the opportunity. And so I'm just going to see where that goes from there. And I'm really excited for, the organization and myself and all these guys here standing with me today. And I'm ready to get it going.
Describe the call from Derek Falvey. Is that who called you? And just talk about that phone call.
I actually got the call from my agent. So, that's all it is.
Were the Twins on your radar, or did this surprise you at all, like based on where you guys have been?
I mean, that surprised me. I wasn't really paying attention to all the mock drafts or, all the, media out there. So I was just, being in the moment and just seeing who wanted a baseball player that so happened to be me.
Where were you sitting on your draft day? It was nothing like this.
Oh, I was sitting at home, man. It's funny. My high school year, I got drafted the same year my brother was in college at Stanford. And I told him he got picked before me because I'd called him and said, I got drafted. And he's like, what round are they in? I go, I think I'm in the 4th or the 6th round. I wasn't even sure. And he goes, already? And I go, you already got drafted ahead of me. He didn't even know. So that's kind of how far the draft's come.
And what a spectacle. I mean, they're getting up there with the NBA and the NFL. I mean, it was a pretty fun night.
Well, we're getting there. I don't know if we're with the NFL yet. They're drawing 100-some thousand people. But I thought the setup, the performance, the players, all this has come a long way. It's great.
And talking for 3 hours. Thanks for talking 2 more minutes. I mean, how do you guys go through that, sitting there and just trying to come up with good material?
Well, you got enough people, and the main thing is you got enough guys to do it. So you don't have to talk the whole time, and you're fighting for time. But it was great.
Any shocks in the first round?
Not really. I think maybe the order guys go in sometimes, but for the most part, the same players went.
I miss you, man. It's been too long. Best of luck. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, Karl Ravech, you had to sit there and run this whole thing for a few hours, but this is a lot different from the old days.
Yeah, in a lot better ways too. I mean, when you have that number of players here and you get a chance to see tears in their eyes when they get their names announced, and having people in any building. I mean, I remember years where there was very few people and it had no buzz. This one may have had too much buzz, just given the sound of this place, but it was really exciting and really different and much better.
A lot of different interesting picks. Any shockers? I mean, you had 2 college players that were on the same team, went in the first couple of picks, but all in all, nothing upsetting.
No, I wouldn't say upsetting. Having just seen and watched Caglianone's entire career, the idea that he fell to 6th, there just seems to be like Matt Olson type stuff in his bat, and there's still this back pocket. He could end up trying to be a pitcher, which I don't know why you'd ever not try with a left-hander that throws, mid to upper 90s. I guess him going to 6 was a little bit of a surprise. But, again, the stories are just so incredible. The other part of this, too, that came out of it was so many of these guys did not have huge sort of reputations out of high school. They worked their butts off. They got to the college, and here they are being first-round picks. That happened 3 or 4 times, which was great.
A lot of booing for the Astros, but a lot of booing for the commissioner. It kind of got uncomfortable at times.
Yeah, that's one thing that hasn't changed. That also gets old. I mean, that's tough to me. That died a long time ago. It's time to move on from whatever that is here. He's done a great job with the sport. The game is in an ideal position, and tonight was a reflection of all that. Given how many, I think we had 9 minority players. The number 1 pick was from Australia. The game is younger, it's more athletic, it's better, and he's responsible for some of that.
Speaking of younger, you don't seem to age. I mean, how long you been there? I mean, you still having fun doing this?
Oh, I love it. This is great. This is a great 3 days. You got this, you got the home run derby, and you have the All-Star game on the radio. I'm worried about the voice after trying to talk over these people, but overall, it's a wonderful thing. I never get tired of this. This is I'm living a dream job.
All your rowdy friends aren't coming over tonight, so get to your hotel, rest. Best of luck. Great to see you, Karl Ravech. Watch him on ESPN. Well, an exciting draft, a little different, a little country music and all kinds of flavor, but all in all, what were your assessment and grade of this draft?
I'm excited to see what comes of the players at the top because there's so much question about who the Cleveland Guardians were going to take with the first pick. Was it going to be J.J. Weatherholt? Was it going to be Travis Bazzana? Should it have been Charlie Condon or Jack Caglianone? And ultimately they went with Bazzana. And look, the Guardians have always liked up-the-middle players, and the fact that Bazzana went from 6 home runs in his freshman season to 28 as a junior and developed that pull-side power especially, I think convinced the Guardians, even though he may not have the size of Caglione or Condon, that he could have the same sort of production as them.
But they picked Caglione to go high. I mean, what makes a player drop so low? 6 isn't that low, but still, they were talking top pick.
Yeah, I think that there are a couple of factors in there. Number one, he swings at a lot of pitches outside the strike zone. Now, does that automatically make a player problematic? No, because if you look at what he did at Florida in the best conference in the country in the SEC, he almost inverted his walks and strikeouts between his sophomore year when he didn't walk very much and struck out a lot, and his junior year when he was among the most productive players in the country. But the question is, as you get to higher levels, as you face better pitching, is that, bat to ball that you have outside of the zone going to continue? If it does, Jack Caglione will be the best player in the draft.
We have a lot of switch hitters in baseball, but now we have a switch pitcher that was taken high. Is there any chance he's going to throw with both? He said tonight he wants to throw with both, but a team is going to want that best pitching arm pitching.
I don't think that's the case, actually, because I spoke with people in Seattle tonight asking that same question, and they said if Girangelo Sanjo wants to pitch with both arms, we will let him. So the idea that we're not just going to see a switch pitcher of the Pat Venditti ilk, but a guy who has extremely good stuff from both sides, you might as well let him try, and if it doesn't work, then hey, you got time to develop. He's a younger guy, and the less mileage on the arm, the better.
But if you get Tommy John on one arm, you might still be able to pitch with the other one, right?
Let's not be speaking Tommy John into existence for anyone.
Well, I enjoy watching you on ESPN, and you're still kind of the new kid on the block. You have such a youthful look. How has your experience been at ESPN? Because you seem to know everything, and everybody now turns to you for the inside stuff.
I don't know about that, and I'm turning 44 in a couple months, so I don't know that I feel very young anymore, but it's a great place to work. The idea that I got to spend my night with Karl Ravech and Eduardo Perez and Kylie McDaniel and Kyle Peterson and Chris Burke and Jess Mendoza and Xavier Scruggs, people who are really good at their jobs, and get to talk about baseball. Is there a better job that exists? I don't think so.
I love my time there. By the way, when's the last time you got carded?
A couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's a nice youthful look, and that's what they want at ESPN.
So what does that mean when I start looking old? I'm in trouble.
Well, we know what happens to the old people at ESPN, so we won't even talk about that, Jeff. No. Well, thanks for joining me. Best of luck in the future, and hopefully we'll see you in Atlanta next year. All right. So I didn't know what I was in for tonight. My expectations, I don't want to say low, but, we walked into a barn. I was waiting for the steer and the cattle, but all in all, a pretty good night. And actually, for a while, I thought Will Stein was here. Did you see this? Check out this video of I'm walking around and I see Stein. I mean, he has fans here?
I walked up to him and I said, oh, is that you, Will? And he said, oh, no, I'm a fan of Will Stein, though. I mean, at the NFL draft, I saw a T-shirt with a picture of Will's face on it. I mean, this guy's everywhere. He has fans all over the world.
And I thought with the Royals thing there might have been some connection. But sorry, Will, you'll have to join us next year in Atlanta at the All-Star Game. But that's going to do it for tonight. Again, we thank you for watching us on your home TV, and you can watch it on the Roku app or watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
We're everywhere. Yeah, we're everywhere.
MySpace?
I don't know if Tom will like that.
We're not on MySpace anymore. But check us out. Continue to follow us. And again, thank you for your support.
Thank you for tuning in to the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show. Follow us on social media. Watch us on yourhometv.com, or now we're on Roku. Download it and watch us. And thanks for tuning in. Until next time, America.
That's a wrap.